Have you heard that median home values are dropping across the US? It's true. But did you know that a median home value isn't an indication of a single home's value, but rather it's an indication of the mix of homes that are on the market? And did you also know that median home values in Rhode Island have continued to climb? Hi, I'm SandiWarner with Warner Realty Group, and today we're talking about median home values, what that data means for you as a buyer or a seller, and what does that look like in Rhode Island. If you're new to our channel, please take a moment to click the like button and give us a follow so that you can see new information as it comes out about the Rhode Island housing market. Today we're talking about an economic data indicator called median home values. And a median home value is the indicator of what is the mix of homes for sale on the market in a given area. So lately you've probably seen some headlines as we watch the interest rates get cut, the federal interest rate get cut back a couple weeks ago, and how that impacted the mortgage rates. And then people who study these kinds of things, and the press will cover, is how does that impact what's happening in the various markets across the country. And this is really interesting and important to follow because, of course, we're in the middle of a housing crisis. So when we see, if you're in the market and you're a buyer and you're looking to purchase a home, or you're thinking about selling your home, and you see data like median home values are dropping, that could be very confusing because it might make you think like, is the value of my home going to drop as soon as I buy it? Or, hey, is this not a good time to list my home if median home prices are going down? And it's very important to understand that that's just one indicator of a value of a home in a broader picture. So let's talk about how to view median home values. I'm going to put a graphic up here on the screen for you, and what you're going to see is how median home prices work in two different scenarios, and we're going to do it using nickels and dimes. If you look at scenario one, you'll see that if your whole marketplace consists of 1 nickel and 2 dimes, so if you have one item that's worth 5 cents and you have two items that's worth 10 cents that are worth 10 cents, your median is 10 cents. But in the second scenario, if you have 3 items total, 2 of those items are worth 5 cents and one of those items is worth 10 cents, then you're going to have a median of 5 cents. And that's what's happening in the marketplaces in many areas across the country right now. What we're seeing is a shift away from the larger homes into the smaller homes being more available on the market. We are also seeing an increase in smaller homes being built, and smaller homes are worth less money. As Danielle Hale, the chief economist of Realtor.com, explains, the share of inventory of smaller and more affordable homes has grown, which helps hold down the median price even as the price per square foot continues to rise. The interesting thing, on a side note, if we're looking at our very hyper-local market in Rhode Island, not only is the individual home value rising, it went up in the course of 2 months from 470,000 square foot to 490,000. It went up from 470,000 as an average price to 490,000 as an average price. We also see in Rhode Island that our median home value is going up. So our luxury market is still chugging right along. So here's the data that we can share with you to explain that even though the median price nationally is coming down, the individual home price is still continuing to rise. And that's when we look at price per square foot. One of the best ways to measure home value is to look at the price per square foot. And this is just one data point. We've talked about this before. You can't really measure the overall value of a home just on price per square foot, because you have to take into account amenities, you have to take into account location, you have to take into account a lot of other data points. But this is one way to look at a macro of economics. So the median asking price, that number, median asking price, doesn't take into account the size of different homes. So sometimes if we look at this data point, which is the median, the price per square foot, we can see another side of that market. And if you look at this is a national number that I'm putting on your screen right now. If we look at the difference between 2017 and 2024, we can see that the price in 2017, the national average price per square foot was $133. And in 2024, it went up to $228. So even though the median sales number was going down, the average price per square foot was going up. And we can see that, as Ralph McLaughlin, who's a senior economist at Realtor.com, says, when a change in the mix of inventory towards smaller homes is accounted for, the typical home listed this year has increased in price, in asking price, compared with last year. That means while smaller homes are affecting the median price, the average home's value is still on the rise. So nationally, the U.S. housing market has experienced positive annual appreciation each quarter since the beginning of 2012, and that has not changed, which is the longest stretch we have seen this in, since we've been tracking this information. So while headlines may make it sound like home prices are crashing, they're not. You don't have to worry about that. With a closer look and more reliable data, you can see that home prices are still climbing nationally. It's more important to remember that home values can vary by region, and here in Rhode Island, we are seeing our median home price continue to climb. We are seeing our price per square foot continue to climb, and we are seeing our median values and our home values continue to climb. So if you're thinking about selling your home, you don't have to worry that you need to rush into it right now. If now is a good time to sell, go ahead and sell right now, because these values are continuing to climb. If you are thinking about buying, you don't have to worry that as soon as you buy this home, that price is going to decrease in value. Every indicator, all of the economic indicators are that as soon as you purchase that home, it is going to continue to increase in value. So as long as you are buying a home that is correctly priced, and you are being represented by a realtor that can really look at the market and help you get the right price for that home is going to continue to increase in equity for you. I'm Sandi Warner with Warner Realty Group. Go ahead and hit that like button. Give us a follow so that you can see everything that comes out on our channel as we continue to help you understand the Rhode Island housing market and why you should be buying in Rhode Island today.